I have so many beautiful people that I want to introduce you guys to today. So I hope you stick around. So today we're gonna be with the Elevate Prize winners, the winners, guys, the winners of this amazing contest. And man, these people are problem solvers. Not just problem solvers. They solve the problems of some of the world's most pressing issues. And today we have the pleasure of meeting 4 of them. But first, I want to welcome somebody who is very special to me, a dear friend. She is the executive director of the Elevate Prize. Her name is Carolina, and I'm gonna bring her in real quick. Let me see. I think she's coming in. How's everybody doing? Hello from Turkey. We got Turkey in here. Yes. What's up? What's up? How's everybody? Love from India. We got India. Oh man, I miss India. Once the borders open up, I'm there, man. I'm there. India is like one of my favorite places. Casanova the Third. What's up, man? Wow, we got to catch up. Ryan, cutie can hoop. Yes. What's going on? Wow. I think we're just waiting for Carolina. Let me make sure. See if this is working. Let me see. Botswana's in the house. Yes. Elevate Prize. Okay. Let me try again. Rich homie Tab, what's up? Marv, yo, I love you, man. Love you. Congrats on everything. Wow. So many beautiful people. So we're waiting for the Elevate Prize to come on. It's gonna be an amazing conversation. Like I said, with some, oh man, we're gonna have some great people come on, guys, and they're gonna really fill you with inspiration. These are people who have truly answered the call in life. They looked around, not only in some of them in their local environment and some in their global environment, and they have chosen to solve problems. And it's truly astonishing. I cannot wait to introduce some of them to you guys. We're just waiting on Carolina to join. Let me see. Might be some technical difficulties. We got Malaysia in the house. What's on everybody's mind these days? Like what's going on? What's the latest and the greatest? Let me see if I can add her through her personal. Yeah, what's going on? What's the...
Okay, here we go.
Hey!
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, I don't know. It wasn't working through the Elevate Prize account.
I figured. So I'm trying your personal.
Thank you.
How's everything going?
It's great.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. In snowy St. Louis.
Oh my gosh. We should have done this in Miami then.
I'm actually a fan of the snow. Other than like the power outages and stuff that comes with it, I love looking at the snow.
Yes, I know. It is lovely. It is.
Yeah. So guys, for those of you that are just coming on, this is Carolina. She's the executive director of Elevate. And, you know, we met first on set of the If I Was President video. And this video is one that's probably closest to my heart, because not only did I get to express my views on really humanity and uplifting and elevating humanity, but I got to do it with an organization, a foundation that does just that. So Carolina, tell me a little bit about Elevate and what you guys are up to these days.
Well, first of all, I mean, it's also my favorite of your videos. I'm just kidding. I love them all. But it was an incredible experience making that with you and learning so much from your process and how much you love and respect your audience. And so we're incredibly honored that you invited us into this amazing realm of yours. But Elevate, you know, we're still a very young foundation. You are very much part of the foundation of building this incredible initiative that we have. And our mission is really about finding the world's problem solvers and innovators and activists and helping amplify them so that they can not only have a far greater impact and move the needle on the issues that they're so passionate about, but so that we can then
I don't know if that's me. Let me
to do good too, and to participate. Oh, did we get cut off?
A little bit. Your last sentence. Say that again.
Okay. So I think you heard me say, you know, that we're looking for the problem solvers and activists around the world. And by investing in them and building with them a platform that invites people to follow along in their journeys, we hope that not only do we bring greater voice and greater recognition to their work, but we inspire those people who are following along on the journey to participate in this themselves, because we believe that there is a hero within all of us and that everybody has the capacity to make this world better. So it's really a two-part mission, and it's unique to Elevate Prize. And so we really turn to people like you who have a platform, because you are our mission incarnate. You know, you are really already living what we hope so many other people can do too.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. I love it. The hero inside of all of us. That's it. That's it. This is my mission. This is our mission. And I love it. I don't think there's a greater mission on this planet than to awaken the hero in everybody. So tell us about the Making Good Famous. What is this all about?
Yes. This is a wonderful distillation of our theory of change, of what we believe is our secret and special sauce. And it's about, yes, exactly that, making good famous. You know, we're a world, a culture that's very focused on fame and celebrity and venerating our heroes and putting them on pedestals. And many deserving people have that fame. But we also believe, you know, why not make the people who are doing the great work around the world to solve issues, to help people, to innovate, make them famous, you know, use these same tools that have helped celebrities, sports, music, you know, all these deserving and wonderful, talented people around the world, use those same systems and those same tools to bring great light and fame to, you know, the social heroes of the world who typically are not seen. You know, they typically are hiding, but they're everywhere. And with fame, obviously will come a lot more opportunity and ability for the world to help them in solving these issues.
Awesome. And there are applications for this?
Yes. So the great news is, and why I thank you for inviting me on today, we're very excited to share the application opens on March 8th. So this prize is an open application to any nonprofit or charity around the world and to any issue. So we are really agnostic. We're looking for people who are working in every single issue around the world. And we believe very strongly in radical diversity, and we want our winners to represent globally issues, every kind of corner of what you can imagine. But we are limited to nonprofits and charities. And if this isn't something that's particularly appropriate to apply for, we also invite people to not just share the application with people who might, but to nominate them. And that's a really important function of the way we do our application as well. And it's a two-part application. So the first part will be available March 8th. It's, you know, it's a lift, but it's not a terribly heavy lift. And we really do take seriously the fact that we know these heroes are very busy in their lives. And then there's a second part that you're invited to go on with the application process in the summer. So March 8th is the big day.
March 8th.
And people can learn more by following us on our Instagram, of course, and then also signing up. We have a terrific newsletter that they can sign up for through our website, Elevate Prize.
Awesome. Yes. Carolina, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to hear your conversations that are coming up.
Oh, me too.
And I can't wait to see you again, Prince.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bless.
So everybody follow the Elevate Prize. Follow that Instagram page, and follow Carolina too. She let me see.
Am I supposed to do something?
I don't know. Let me see.
Okay.
No,
If I'm supposed to do something, tell me.
I got you. I figured it out.
You're
See
the
you
pro.
later. So follow, oh my goodness. Follow Carolina, follow the Elevate Prize. If you want to sign up, if you want to be a part, if you want to awaken the hero in yourself, if you want to nominate somebody, those applications are going live very soon, very soon. So follow the Elevate Prize for more details. So today, I know you're ready for it. So today we've got some amazing people. We've got 4 activists that are from across the globe making big waves in healthcare, in democracy, and technology. They are, first we have Dr. Dixon Chibanda, founder of the Friendship Bench. We've got Koetso Moeti, founder of Amandla.mobi. We've got Ifat Zafar, founder of the Sehat Kahani, and Alexandra Grigore, founder of Simprints. So we've got some amazing, amazing people, guys, coming up, and they're gonna just fill you with so much inspiration. First, how are you guys doing? What's on your mind? Any thoughts? What's on your heart these days, guys? What's everybody focused on? I know we're still in some tough times, but as they say, tough times make tough people. We got Toronto in the house. Beautiful. I see a lot of hearts. So first we're gonna bring in, oh man, this is actually something that's very close to my heart. This is the Friendship Bench, Zimbabwe, Dr. Dixon Chibanda. Let me add him in here. Let me see, friendship. Here we go. Oh man, so the Friendship Bench, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but when I heard about it, I was completely astounded and inspired. So basically, Dr. Dixon Chibanda started Friendship Bench to provide care for people suffering. There he is. Hey, thank you for joining. Thanks for coming on.
I'm excited to be part of this. Yeah.
Me too. I watched a ton of videos on you last night, and I'm just totally thankful for what you have created. But let me give you a proper intro. So everybody watching, so this is Dr. Dixon Chibanda. He started Friendship Bench to provide care for people suffering from anxiety and depression. Grandmothers specially trained in cognitive behavior hold sessions on wooden park benches, which are easily accessible to the community. Today, 700 grandma health workers have treated over 70,000 patients across Zimbabwe and beyond. Wow. So let me ask you this. Why did you decide to start this amazing creative organization?
I used to work in a hospital as a psychiatrist, and people used to come to my hospital to get services. One day, Erica's mother called me. Erica was one of my clients, and Erica's mom told me that Erica had taken her own life by suicide. And, you know, almost like a sort of knee-jerk response, I asked Erica's mom why she hadn't brought Erica to the hospital for her scheduled review. And Erica's mom's response was quite brief. We didn't have the $10 for bus fare to come to the hospital.
Wow.
Was that realization, you know, that people, not everybody who needed help could make it to the hospital. And that was the reason why I decided to take mental health to the community. You know, get it right there in the community so people can get services from trained community grandmothers, and they don't have to worry about coming to the hospital for anxiety and depression. And so that's really how it all started.
Wow. Oh man, you know, you give me chills telling that story. And I've seen video of the grandmothers on the benches, and it's just so amazing that you really created this infrastructure to help people, because I believe mental health it all starts from there. You know, it's the foundation, and it's so important. And you specifically, I think, is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is, I feel, one of the best, most effective tools for mental health. And that's so amazing that you have given the grandmothers the foundation in this type of therapy. That's so amazing. So thank you again. So tell me, what do you plan on doing with the Elevate funds that you received?
We intend to strengthen our team, strengthen our team's capacity to take Friendship Bench to scale.
That's beautiful. That's billion, right? You said B with a B?
No, a million.
Oh, million. Okay.
Well, I hope we'll get a billion someday, but for now we're hoping a billion, you know, which would be great if our team can do that in the next couple of years. And so that's what the money is going to be used for, to strengthen our capacity to go to scale.
Let me ask you this. So, you know, I'm a big reader, and, you know, I've read so many books on CBT, on cognitive behavioral therapy, and I know a lot of the people watching this are interested in mental health. Are there any books, you know, this is kind of a wild card question for you, are there any books that you would recommend as a, you know, professional psychiatrist, psychologist, for mental health?
So I wouldn't recommend any of the scientific books, you know. One great book is written by Anthony Bourdain. It's called Kitchen Confidential.
Wow.
It's essentially about life. And so if you want to get on top of your mental health, read books that talk about life, books that empower you to be in control, and books that essentially talk about resilience, how to get resilient in the face of adversity. That's a great book.
Kitchen Confidential.
Kitchen Confidential, yeah.
Love it. I love that. I love that. I love that. I'm actually working on a piece. My next piece is going to be on mental health and depression and anxiety. So let's stay connected, and maybe there's some way we can raise, you know, awareness for what you're doing and just raise mental health on the planet.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on. That's Dr. Dixon Shabanda, guys, from Friendship Bench. Follow him. Follow the Friendship Bench right now. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Bye.
All right. Wow, 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 wow. You guys, so hearing his words are powerful, but if you actually like go to the Facebook page, the Friendship Bench Facebook page, go to the website, go to YouTube, type in Friendship Bench. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You are going to see something amazing and very, very inspiring. So next up, we have Amanda Dalmobi. We have Koetso Moeti. I'm going to add her in here right now. Let me see. Hey, welcome. Welcome.
Hi, good to be with you.
Very good to see you and to be with you as well. So, oh gosh, so this is very, very inspiring. Coetso Moeti created a organization called Amandla.mobi to empower South African low-income Black women who are most impacted by poverty, violence, and corruption. Her organization informs and activates communities through the power of the cell phone, demanding changes to systems that perpetuate poverty. Coetso, welcome. How's your day going? What time is it there?
It's just after 7 p.m. in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah, so still quite early, a really good time. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I saw a bunch of videos from you and some interviews, and I absolutely love the courage that it took you to do what you're doing in the world. So I want to ask you why. Why do you do what you do? Why did you decide to start this organization?
I think it's quite tempting if you're an individual going through things, to feel all alone and isolated. And at the same time, if you are trying to change things, it's very tempting to think of yourself and your organization as being at the center of the world. But the reality is that we are challenging systems, governments, and powers that have so much more capacity and so much more resources. So in many ways, we're actually on the periphery. What makes us powerful is our ability to connect with others with a shared vision, clarity of values, and be committed to creating the change we need. And we see this everywhere, right? It's a global thing on the continent, in South Africa, and even in my own personal life. You can see the power of the collective. And that's why we are so committed to how do we bring our community together to take targeted, coordinated, and strategic action in ways that build power for Black people, particularly low-income women, and advance solutions that build a more just society.
Beautiful. Well said. So, guys, as you know, Coetso was the winner of the Elevate Prize. And I want to ask you, what are you planning to do with the support and with the funding that you receive? What's next?
I think the environment is ever changing given the pandemic, right? So we will continue to be responsive to what's going on. But at the same time, one of the things we are committed and very excited about is the ability to provide a safe place for our community where we can still organize, gather, and so on safely, even under these current conditions, which is the primary thing for us, and continuing to listen to our community, and advancing what it is they think needs to be done in this moment. As you may be aware, like most of the world, South Africa has been hard hit by the pandemic, and South Africa has so many inequalities that preceded the pandemic already, being one of the most unequal countries in the world. Wow. So you can just imagine how that gap has just grown.
One thing after the other. Now I've got a wild card question for you. Try to think of one that's a fun question. I'm a big fan of mentors. I think it's a shortcut to success. If you could find a mentor or just a person for support and guidance. So I want to ask you if there was anybody, living or past, that you could have as a mentor. Who would it be?
That is really such a wild card question because there are so many people, but of course my mind has just gone blank on the spot, And I think, the one response that I would give is that I am so lucky, right, to be able to exist in a world in which I find myself at the right place at the right time and connected to so many amazing Black women who so easily fill that role knowingly or unknowingly, which has helped get us to where we are so far. But if there was one person, I've gone completely blank.
All right, let me ask you, who would you want to have a dinner with and just share a conversation? Is there anybody that you would want to just sit out with and just have a nice meal and speak to? Is there any one person?
So let me think about it.
Yeah.
So there is an author, Titi Dagaremba, who is Zimbabwean. I am a big fan of her writing. And of course, I think that her book, Nervous Conditions, is just something that every person, particularly every young Black woman, should read. And yeah, probably I've had the opportunity to attend some of her lectures and public engagements, but it would be amazing to have a one-on-one with her.
Okay. I'm gonna try to set that one up. That's awesome. And I'm not familiar with her work, but I'm gonna look into it. Thank you so much. So guys, this is Koketso Moeti Amandla Damobi. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you for coming on, and congratulations for everything that you do. And thank you for having the courage to do it, because I know it's tough, especially during these days and times.
Thank you so much.
Wow. So guys, follow Amandla.mobi and her the organization. Once again, they empower South African low-income Black women who are most impacted by poverty, violence, and corruption. Amazing. So next up, we have Dr. Ifat Zafar and her organization, Sahat Kahini. Let me see. Let's see if I could add her. Detective, thank you. We got Ukraine. How's everybody doing? Taiwan. We got the globe here. I love it. Just waiting for Dr. Ifat Zafar. So Dr. Ifat and the Sahat Kahini team are empowering women and increasing Pakistan's access to quality health care by offering telehealth solutions that connect underserved, low-income citizens with women in the medical profession. Wow. We're just waiting for Dr. Ifat to come on. Let me see. Unable to join. Okay. Let me try again. Sahat Kahani, send request. Greece is here. Hungry. Gambia. What's up? Just waiting to come on. What's on everybody's mind these days? Is there any particular issue or problem that you're seeing in the world that you yourself want to solve? Oh, okay. It's not connecting somehow. Okay. Let's try one more time. I got love on my mind. Martell says that's the best thing. It's the best thing to have on the mind. Inequity. Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday, Prez. Finland is in the house. You know, I got my DNA analyzed a couple of years ago, and I'm actually 1% Finnish, which is very interesting. How to be positive. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. Your input determines your outlook. So you want to be positive, you got to feed yourself positivity. Your environment, the structure of your environment has to trigger more and more positivity. Unable to join. Let me see. You might. Megumi, thank you. We might have to, let me see, figure out another solution for Dr. Ifat. You try one more time. Let's see. Technology. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. And if it doesn't go through, we'll just figure something else out another time. No worries. All good, all good. Nigeria's in the house. What's up, Angela? Yep, I'm actually sending you a request right now. Maybe restart your network. Yeah, we can try the request button as well. The Egyptian rats. Still waiting on that game, Zach. Still waiting. Okay, so maybe try to send me a request. Let me see. Cancel. Unable to join. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah. We'll do that. So up next, guys, we have Alexandra Grigore and her organization Simprints. Let me add her in here. So Alexandra and her nonprofit Simprints increase access to better healthcare in the developing world. Oh, there you are. Hey. So hey. I was just giving you an introduction.
Great.
So our nonprofit Simprints increase access to better healthcare in the developing world through contactless biometrics for verified delivery of vaccines. This is a huge problem that you're solving, helping a lot of people, probably over 1 billion people. Why did you decide to start this organization?
Hey, Prince, great to be here. How did you know about 1 billion people? I'm just very curious now.
I do a little research here and there, you know, I try to, you know.
I can see that. All right, how we started. Well, You know that moment when you find out about a problem that you didn't even know it existed, and then all of a sudden it just annoys you so much that you can't let it go?
Yeah. So
you just don't understand why it is even a problem, you know, when there are so many solutions to it. So I don't know, like, if this ever happened to you, but this happened to me about 6 years ago. And let me tell you the problem. So just imagine you, Prince, you don't have a birth certificate, a passport, any official document to prove who you are. And you don't even know your date of birth, your exact date of birth. You know, roughly, you know, when you are born.
Yeah.
So you don't have really anything that you can write down on a piece of paper to prove your uniqueness as a human being. So this is the case for 1 billion people, as you rightly said so, who don't really exist legally worldwide. And this has major implications for their ability to access and benefit from services in our society. You know, when you go to the bank, when you go to the doctor, you need to show your ID. So if you don't have that, how do you make sure that the doctor knows who you are? You know, these things we're taking for granted in this part of the world. So now imagine on the other side that you're a nurse trying to give a vaccine to a child, but you have no idea whether they received the exact same vaccine before, once, twice, maybe multiple times, what are the vaccines they received, or what medical conditions they had, because you don't have a unique identifier for their child, and hence you cannot retrieve their medical record or their vaccination records. And hence your decision-making potential and ability to help the child is significantly reduced. Yeah. And again, this doesn't happen only with children, but also with adults, because this lack of unique identification makes it very hard for any service providers to ensure high quality services. So this is the problem that I found out about 6 years ago when I just started my PhD. Had an academic career ahead of me, which obviously didn't happen because this problem really annoyed me. I just couldn't let it go. So I was just thinking, you know, how can it be that we are so wonderful and unique as individuals, but we cannot prove our uniqueness? So, and we need this paper, you know, we need this piece of document, which is archaic in my point of view. So I started Simprints to use our existing physical features, our beautiful existing physical features like fingerprints, face, palms, to help doctors and nurses accurately identify their patients and making sure life-saving services reach them, particularly in resource-poor settings, in the most remote areas on the planet, in sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, where the majority of these 1 billion people live. So that's how the journey started, and it's continuing.
Wow. Wow. I'm so just amazed and inspired from that, you know, because it is a big problem. And I'm glad that it was just stuck in your head, you know, and now you've created this solution for it. So amazing, amazing work. So what are you planning to do with the funding from the Elevate Prize? What's next for the organization?
Well, so now we're in COVID times, unfortunately. Yep. And we are also in COVID vaccine delivery times, which is exciting. So with the money, we're basically building a verification system using biometrics that will ensure that every dose of the vaccine gets to the most vulnerable people first. And just to tell you a story, I'm personally Romanian, and I was in Romania last week, and I heard on the news that 40% of the vaccines that were supposed to go to the high-risk populations actually didn't go to the high-risk population first, and went to politicians, to influential people, to the rich people who had the money to basically pay the right people to get the vaccine. So I'm pretty sure that in sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, things are going to be even worse. So we're building a system to ensure equitable vaccine distribution and making sure that every dose of the vaccine is linked to the person that's receiving it through a biometrics. So things can't be faked. Right. And everyone knows where the vaccines are going. So that's what we're investing on right now. We're already planning on working into countries where we have contracts signed. So we are very excited about this work moving forward, and we're incredibly grateful to Elevate for this opportunity.
Very nice. Very, very nice. If you had the opportunity to pitch your vision, your mission to anybody in the world, whose attention would you want?
It would probably be Melinda Gates. Both Bill and Melinda Gates, but I think Melinda Gates has been advocate for equity and particularly in healthcare for equitable distribution of services, and she's done absolutely fantastic work. And I think she has the capital and the position. She's in the position to actually help us. So I think she's an inspiration, and she would be the one that I would pitch it to.
It makes total sense. Like it sounds like that would definitely be right up their alley to support something like this. So one last question, and I know it's an extra one, but since I'm a book nerd, is there a book that just inspired you in your life journey that you could share with us today?
Oh God, there are a lot of books.
If you could pick one, yeah.
All right, so it's one that I read recently, and it might not be the type of books that you're hearing from people a lot. It's a book that was written actually 400 years before Christ, and it's called Yoga Sutras by Patanjali. And I think it's just amazing how relevant it's still right now for conducting an ethical and balanced life. And this is something that really inspires me and grounds me, and makes sure, like following those learnings, I'm able to move forward in a balanced and happy way. Because dealing with so much, poverty and pain in this world is very difficult if you're not yourself grounded and balanced, and not letting all the pains of the world get you. So that would be the book that I'd recommend.
You can't pour from an empty cup. You got to fill yourself up first. You got to awaken the hero inside of you first so that you can awaken it in others. Patanjali, that's an amazing book. I wasn't expecting that. You like, that's so good. I love it. I love that. That is something that everybody should definitely read. I totally agree. Well, wow, this was such a pleasure. Thank you so much for what you do in the world. And let's stay connected. Let's stay in touch. Where can people follow you and follow and support what you're doing?
They can follow us at Simprints, particularly on Twitter and LinkedIn, and we also have an Instagram account. We haven't been that active on it lately, but I think we will start being active again on it. And yeah, they can always write me an email. It's alexandra@simprints.com. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Had a lot of fun, Prince. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. Alexandra from Simprints, thank you so much for coming on.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Wow. What a day. What an amazing group of people. Let me see if we can try Sahat one more time. Wow. What inspired you guys the most during our... Oh, hey, yes!
Yes, we made it finally.
Yeah, we figured it out. Very good. Well,
We did.
well, thank you for coming on. I'm going to give you a brief introduction. So Dr. Ifat and the Sahat Kahani team are empowering women and increasing Pakistan's access to quality healthcare by offering telehealth solutions that connect underserved low-income citizens with women in the medical profession. Welcome.
Thank you so much. And it's so ironic that, you run a tech-based platform and then technology fails you. So I think that's the funniest part, or I think the funniest or the most hilarious moment for today.
That's the cosmic humor of it all.
Yes.
I love it. Well, tell us what inspired you to start your organization?
Yeah. So I think I come from a country. I come from Pakistan, and it's a very patriarchal kind of a society. So and I belong to a broken family. So when I was growing up, my parents were separated, and one of my parents actually suffered her entire life from a drug addiction, and kind of something that really affected us. So, when you're a child like that, you really want to prove who you are to the world. So I grew up with a lot of aspirations that, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do that. I was good at studies and I really wanted to become a doctor. But when I entered the medical fraternity, I realized that it's so patriarchal. And while majority of the students who become doctors are women, but most of them are just there for the sake of getting a degree, getting a name or a prefix doctor with their names. And a lot of them don't practice. So, stats say more than around only 23% women doctors in Pakistan ever, come back to work. And something similar happened with me. I was working, I was enjoying my life. I was working at a corporate, got married, had a really supportive family, but we ended up losing our first baby in a premature birth. So while no one told me to quit work, it was so much built in as a part of our culture. So the next time I conceived, I was like, oh my God, I have to quit work. So, I came with this baggage. And when I resumed work after my, daughter, who's now 8, alhamdulillah, when she turned 1. So I met my co-founder and she was working on this exciting idea with another ex-partner that women doctors should have the flexibility to be able to work online, digitally, virtually. So they don't have to really, kind of navigate all of those responsibilities, but they can practice while being home with their children, with the family. And that just resonated so well with, my own history. And I think from that day onwards, there hasn't been turning back. We started off in around 4 years back, and today we have 35 telemedicine-based e-health centers all across Pakistan. We have a mobile app, a very cool mobile app, the way you and I are talking. And, you do get connected in 60 seconds there, honestly.
Yeah, I saw the app. It looks great.
Yeah. So that's about us, and that's where we are today. And we are trying to get as many female doctors back into work that we can.
Very good. Very good. Very good mission. Well, what are you planning? So you're an Elevate Prize winner. What are you planning to do with the funding that you received?
So I think the technology that we build is great, but there is so much more that we can do with it. So for example, I want the technology to evolve in a way that it should be able to tell people based on their history or, the way their health is progressing, that in the next 5 years, they might be diabetic. They might end up having a cardiovascular issue or something, kind of integrating machine learning into it. Also, I think for a solution like this, in a country like Pakistan, you need to market it a lot and people really need to become familiar with it. So I think that's what I want to do with this, build on the technology further and market it.
Yeah. People have to know about it and get it kind of stuck into their consciousness. That's great.
You have.
I think marketing is such a great use of because so many companies they don't do it enough. So beautiful. So now I have a wild card question for you. So let me think about one real quick. I love books. So I'm always going to ask the book question. What book, I guess, would you recommend for the people watching now that inspired you and that might also inspire them?
I think so. I'm a big feminist, I would say, and I'm always out there for women empowerment, women leadership. So one book that taught me a lot was Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. She was the CEO of Facebook. I just loved that book. And the way she actually explains struggles of women who are trying to step up the hierarchy, but then they themselves hold themselves back. So I think that's one book that has stayed with me. And I've, kind of really resonated that as women, we need to back ourselves up. And probably there might not be someone else pushing us up, but then we have to be our own push. So yeah, that's one book that I just love.
I love that one. I know the book. I need to read it though. I've heard many good things about it.
Yes,
Lean in.
an amazing book.
Nice. Very good. Well, thank you. I'm so glad we got to chat. Everybody, this is Dr. Ifad Zafar, Sahakahani. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for coming on, and let's stay in touch.
Thank you so much for, trying again and connecting again and kind of not giving up.
Yeah, no, we got to keep going. That's
Yes.
the thing. That's the hero keeps going. It keeps going.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. Take care.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. I'm just taking a moment to take all of that beautiful stuff in. So many great guests. If you guys missed anything, I'm going to post it very soon so you can watch the replay. Thank you so much to the winners. Thank you to Elevate Prize. Please follow them. And they've got amazing, amazing stuff coming up. And yeah, let's keep the inspiration going, guys. And let's, as they say, awaken the hero in all of us, because there is a hero in all of us. It may be, very deep, but there is a hero. And the word hero originally meant servant. So what are you going to do? How do you want to serve in the world? Questions that we should be asking daily. Thank you guys so much, so much. And I'll be back very soon. Peace.